Good morning, everyone. My name is Pastor Odion. So there's something I want to tell you people this morning. 2010, that is 2010, there was a piece of land that was close to my mother's house then. So this piece of land was given to a particular pastor. The pastor moving. The church then was excellent dominion ministry. So when the pastor moved in, the pastor was there. So at that time, my mother was going to Redeem. My mother was a member in Redeem Church. So I was following my mother to Redeem then. So because of the way I saw the pastor, so I loved the pastor so much. That was when I joined the church. I joined the church. The church was close to our house then, so I joined the church. So when I joined the church, I started learning how to play drum. Before you know, God started blessing the church. People started coming. Before you know, I think it started with 2 members then. Before you know, God started blessing the church. People just started coming. Before you know, the church was filled up. So I think one day, a member there in the church, so he contacted his husband. His husband lived in UK then. So the woman there contacted his husband. When he contacted the husband, told his husband about the church, and he told his husband that the pastor is a good man. He just said a lot of good things concerning the pastor. So the man said no problem. So he now told her husband that the church need the land then. That the church need the land. That her husband should please try to get a land for the church. So that the pastor said, her husband said no problem. So one day, it was on Sunday, I think so. It was on Sunday. So the woman came and said that he wanted to give a testimony that he told his pastor, his husband concerning the church, and the husband said no problem. He had told his husband long time ago to get a piece of land for the church. Say, but his husband called him yesterday that he just got a piece of land in the same community where the church is. The church was very happy. We beat drum. Everybody was celebrating. Everybody was so happy that the church now have their own permanent site. So the man, that is the woman husband, asked to contact the pastor and told the pastor that the land has been given to the church. So the pastor prayed for the man. Just like that, things was not going well. So not quite long, I traveled out of Benin then. So I went to meet my brother in Saple. So one day I called my mother, asked my mother about the church. My mother told me that the church has moving to they have already moved their things to the permanent site. So they went to their own side. That is the land that the pastor bought for the man bought for the church. They now moved there. So when they moved there, they started staying, worshiping God there and all that. So me, I went to my brother's side. For my brother's side, lots of things happened. So just to cut the whole story short, I became a pastor. Then after many years, I think since I set my eyes on that pastor, it has been 14 years, if I'm not mistaken, 14 years. So I came to see my mom in Benin. So when I came to see my mom, so my mom told me that I should go to there's a place called Mocha Foam where they do foam. There's somebody there that they want to see, that I should help her to go and see maybe if the man is at work. I said no problem. So that was when I started going. So when I was going there, so I now met this pastor on the way. When I met the pastor now told me that it has been a long time we embraced. He now asked me, where have you been since 14 years? Where have you been? I told the pastor I traveled to Saple. We were just gisting. So I started asking the pastor about the church and all that. So the first person I asked of was that woman who her husband bought a land for the church. So when I asked the pastor about the woman, he told me the woman had left the church long time ago. I said, what? So he started saying, telling me some member that I see in the church. So I just felt it's a normal thing. So he now told me something. He said, when the woman left the church, so the woman was now saying that the pastor will come and beg me and the pillar of the church, those kind of things. Because a lot of people love when people pamper them, or when people beg them, or when they see themselves that they are very important in the church, they want to start raising yourself. So when he told me, he said the woman has left the church, the woman was now telling people that if him did not come and beg him, or if he did not come and tell her to come to the church, that she will not come. So the pastor said no, she never goes there. A lot of members was going there, and the woman refused to come. He said one day, her husband, the woman's husband, just called the pastor, which is him, that piece of land, that he need it, that he want to collect it, that he never gave the church the piece of land. And the pastor was like, what kind of thing is this? Because me, I was there when the man gave the church, land to the church. Even a lot of people we celebrated that day. He said that yes, even if he give the land to the church, he also had the right to collect it. After all, there was not an agreement, there was not a paper or document or anything. The pastor was surprised. The pastor was still talking to the man. The man said he give the pastor now till December to leave the piece of land. And this is the building of the church. This is the building you are seeing on the screen. This building you are seeing here, when the man gave the land to the church, that was when the pastor started telling members, please, if you have anything, even if it's one bag of cement, anything you have, just bring it so that we can start molding block, setting it. That was how they set it to this level that the church is today. The man just come from nowhere and said that they should destroy the structure. If you see there's a block beside the church, and you see the state of the church is in the state of roofing. The man said that he never gave the land to the church, that even if he gave the land to them, they will go to court. And when the pastor told me, say the woman was not said, what lead to all this? He said that because he refused to go and call the woman. So the woman said that, okay, no problem. Since the pastor thinks that he's very wise, he's going to deal with him. And I told the pastor, you can take this man to court. The man told me, you can take this man to court, but there was never like a document or something. Never, you just forget about that, because it has happened before. Even where the time he was under his own father, that the man that trained him. A lot of people gave land to the church. They will just build. Maybe later, the church will go and do documents on the land. I was shocked. I was surprised. I went to the church. Because of that, I went to go and worship in the church that Sunday. Because he told me, I think he told me on Thursday. So I waited just to go and worship with them. So what am I trying to say? It's not good. You can see the church. You can see the state of the church. It's not good. You give a piece of land to a church just because there is a misunderstanding. There's not even a misunderstanding. You left the church and you are expecting the pastor to come and tell you to come back, because you see yourself as a pillar there. You see yourself as something. I don't know the way you people carry this life. It's like you are not going to live it. Let me tell you something. There are a lot of people who build churches. They will just go. They have a lot of structures, a lot of buildings that they have given to church. The husband gave a piece of land to a church just because you saw that land, there is now a development, or the development have got to the land. You just wake up one morning and said the pastor refused to worship you, because that is worship. You telling the pastor to come and call you, you are looking for, you just want like somebody worshiping you, calling you, you are a helper here and all that. It's not good. Because we all must leave this world one day. It's not even good when you give something to someone and later you go and meet the person. I know that I gave you this thing, but I want to collect it back. It's not even good. Rather, you now give it to a church. Give it to a church. And and you just wake up one morning, you said, no, this land I gave to church, I want to collect it. It's not a good thing. So when the pastor told me, I think the pastor told me 3 weeks ago. So you just come to my mind, I say, okay, I will also put it on air so that a lot of people will know what is going on. And if you are a pastor and anybody gives you a land, don't just say that this man gave me this land, and just tell the man, if you are giving it to the church, we'll go to court. There should be a written, and there should be a documents, everything. Just process everything, because there are times there are some things that will comes to the church in the future. The devil want to use it to bring the church down. And see, this man have invested his money on this church. If you just look at the building, do you know what it takes to have this kind of structure? If you want to get a bag of cement now in Nigeria, a bag of cement now is close to 10,000, 12,000, if I'm not mistaken. And you just want to bring this building down just because you have money to take a lawyer and all that. Even when I met the pastor told me there's nothing. The pastor, God, people are wicked. People are wicked. Okay, let's go to the traditional side. I don't know why people worship idol, or people fear idol more than God. I believe if this man has given this land to an idol man, or to a traditional worship center, give this land to them, this man, the fear will not, like, this man cannot go and meet them and say, I need this land back. No, he will be afraid. Just because of you gave it to a church. And you say that, no, the church have nothing. There's nothing I can collect it back. Is it not on the church? But you remember that God is seeing you. And there are some things we will do. We think that maybe we are smart. We are just placing curse on our generation. I'm telling you. You are just placing curse on your generation. You might do this now, but later your children might inherit it. There is always a cause when somebody want to bring down the house of God. I know that the pastor will be angry seeing this video, that I make this video and all that, but I also have to do it. But the pastor have already told me that, please, he's looking for a place. Even if I see a place, a school or something, or a venue, so that he can start again. This is a frustration. This is a frustration. You just want to frustrate the man's calling. This is what I just want to say to the people of God. Please, if somebody gives you a land in a church, just document, tell the person, let's go to court, make sure everything is written, the document, everything is sealed. That's just all I want to say. You can see the building. If you want to support the church, you can write me and I will give you the pastor number. So just anything you want to do, you can see him, not even me. So what I want to say is that it's not good. It's not good. It's not. This generation, we don't longer fear God. This generation, we don't longer fear God. You can say anybody will do anything you want to do in the house of God. There's no fear of God, nothing. You see people doing anything in the house of God, misbehaving. How can somebody who have labored for a long time to build this kind of structure, and today who gave him the land just came and said, go and destroy it, or I don't need it. If you are stubborn, I will take you to court. It's not good. It's very, very bad. So that's all I want to say today. God bless every one of you. Like what I said before, if you are a pastor and anybody give you a piece of land, please make sure it's documented. Make sure, because people are wicked. So God bless you. Please, I want you to share this video. I don't know where you are watching me from. Please share this video. If you love God, and if you don't like what that man did to the pastor, share this video. I just want this video to go viral, so a lot of people will see it. A lot of pastors, just share the video. Make sure this video moves around. Please make sure when you come across this video, after watching it, just share it with your family, friends and all that. People are wicked. So God bless you.